Well, is Mike Huckabee the new front-runner? That is the question many Republican voters are asking themselves today as the former Arkansas governor suddenly becomes a real threat to win the nomination. A new MSNBC McClatchy poll shows him seizing the top spot in two of the first three primary states. He leads Mitt Romney by 12 points in Iowa. In South Carolina, he leads Rudy Giuliani by 3 points. Newsweek magazine takes a closer look at Huckabee and his background as a Baptist preacher in its new issue. And joining us now is Michael Isikoff, investigative reporter for Newsweek. So, Michael, very interesting article and details coming out about Mr. Huckabee. Is he ready for this kind of scrutiny?
Well, I don't know. We're going to find out. But, certainly his surge in the polls is quite a phenomenon. It seems to have totally taken all the other Republican contenders by surprise. But people have been watching him for some time, say he has this very soothing, affable manner. He comes across well on the stump. He speaks in ways that traditional Republicans don't. His form of compassionate conservatism has been playing well, and also he does have authentic background as a religious conservative, but he's just now starting to get the kind of scrutiny that other Republican frontrunners have gotten in the past. And we take a close look at some aspects of his past that haven't gotten much scrutiny, and I think it will a lot more. This is a governor who was sanctioned and fined 5 times by his own state ethics commission for taking gifts and not properly reporting income. There are also some serious new questions about a fund that was set up to finance his political activities in the 1990s. That turns out he tried to keep the donors secret. We discovered some of those donors, and they are certainly going to raise some questions. So I think that there's a lot of scrutiny that Mike Huckabee is just now going to start to get that's really going to test him as a candidate.
And certainly other candidates have had their fair share of things to pop up to make voters question. But do you think from what you're hearing that some of these things may actually stick to the Huckabee brand and make those who are now giving him a second look or who are supporting him think again?
I think the key test is going to be how Huckabee handles some of these questions. He has shown a tendency to be, shall we say, Clintonesque when confronted with aspects of his gubernatorial record that he doesn't like to discuss. There were a lot of questions last week about the Wayne Dumond release. Wayne Dumond was a convicted rapist who Huckabee urged the state parole board to let go. He was let go, and then he murdered he committed 2 murders in Missouri after Huckabee urged his release from prison. It seemed to some people as a Willie Horton redux situation. Huckabee, when confronted with this, tried to minimize his role, suggest that he didn't really push for his release, but then was contradicted by members of his own parole board. So I think that's where Huckabee really is going to get tested on how he answers some of these questions.
We'll see how he passes the test in the eyes of the voters. And thank you very much.
Thank you.